Bet on fantasy football against real people with BetMate and win cash prizes with a £100 free-to-play pot available for new customers. Pick your team with no budget restrictions and earn points for typical fantasy actions, as well as tackles and interceptions. Download the app today for free via the link in the description and play against me. With Game Week 1 all done and dusted, it's time for the return of the Watchlist series, a weekly format where we take a look at 3 players who become future transfer targets after impressing over the weekend. We want to distinguish between the players that have overperformed or been lucky, and those that give us reason to think they can actually keep it up. Therefore, upcoming fixtures and underlying stats also play a key role in selecting these targets, as well as their recent fantasy returns. Liverpool twice came from behind to salvage a point against newly promoted Fulham, with star signing Darwin Nunez proving to be the catalyst from the bench. Replacing Roberto Firmino 5 minutes into the second half, the Uruguay forward met Mohamed Salah's cross with a clever flick to score from close range, and later repaid the favour with a delicately weighted short pass to pick out the Egyptian for a tap-in. Nunez fired a team-leading tally of 4 shots during the match, landing 3 on target, and he was directly involved in all 4 of his team's big chances, creating 1 and taking 3. Pascal Gross and Erling Haaland were the only players able to better his 1.04 expected goals figure in Game Week 1, while his 0.62 expected assist figure only trailed Aleksandar Zinchenko. I'm looking forward to assessing Nunez further and won't be rushing in to buy him, with 3 Liverpool players already in my side. But I'm keen to see what effect he has on Salah going forwards, especially once he's starting matches. If he's going to be the one hoovering up all the big chances, will that have a negative impact on the Egyptian's prospects in the long run? Continuing on from his record-breaking championship campaign, Aleksandar Mitrovic scored both of Fulham's goals against the Reds. A handful for the Liverpool defence throughout, he beat Alexander-Arnold to head in the opener at the back post and confidently dispatched a penalty that he'd won himself, after cleverly drawing the foul from Van Dijk. Only Darwin Nunez could better his tallies of 3 shots and 5 touches in the opposition penalty box during the match. Now under Marco Silva, Mitrovic is afforded more freedom than previous manager Scott Parker would allow. He was dropping deeper at times to link up the play, in a similar manner to Harry Kane for Spurs. In fact, no forward during Game Week 1 attempted as many passes in the opposition half. After making light work of last season's joint best defence, meetings with Wolves, Brentford and Brighton in the next 4 game weeks are even more appetising. Arsenal kicked off the new season with a relatively comfortable 2-0 win over Crystal Palace, restricting the hosts to just 2 shots on target. After taking the lead, they were resilient in seeing out the game, something which they struggled with at times last season. This was our first opportunity to assess Aleksandar Zinchenko in a Premier League game for the Gunners, following his summer move from Man City, and the versatile left-back didn't disappoint. Given the freedom to move between the left flank and a more central position, the Ukraine international saw a shot saved from the edge of the penalty area, and created 2 chances which combined for a game week high figure of 0.64 expected assists. His assist actually came from a set piece rather than in open play, and it'll be interesting to see how Mikel Arteta integrates the fit-again Kieran Tierney into the side going forwards. But the early signs are promising for Arsenal's defence, ahead of yet more favourable fixtures in the next 4 game weeks.